I've had my share of ups and downs, times when there was no one around. God came and spoke these words to me. Praise will confuse the enemy. For your spiritual sports segment on Rhema Gospel Radio, I'm CJ. He's back. After working out with the San Francisco 49ers on Monday with Coach Jim Harbaugh tossing Randy Moss the ball, the former Pro Bowler and the 49ers agreed to a one-year deal. After Tiger Woods withdrew in the 4th round during the World Golf Championship on Sunday, Tiger says his left Achilles tendon is mildly strained, and hopefully he can still play next week at Bay Hill. UFC welterweight Nick Diaz is challenging the commission's complaint for disciplinary action that he tested positive for a prohibited substance following a February 4th contest in Las Vegas. University of New Orleans President Peter Foss says the school will halt its transition to NCAA Division II status and instead remain in Division I. Georgia Tech is reviewing the status of suspended basketball player Glenn Rice Jr. after he and a graduate student manager were charged in a shooting incident outside an Atlanta nightclub shortly before the Atlantic Coast Conference tournament. Penn State trustees, faced with continued alumni and student criticism for firing Coach Joe Paterno, on Monday released a statement intended to underscore their rationale for his ouster. Basically, they stated failure of leadership for his actions following a reported sex assault involving former assistant Jerry Sandusky. The NCAA has placed North Carolina's football program on 3 years probation and banned it from the 2012 postseason, the governing body announced on Monday, even after the school has self-imposed its own penalties. Cornerback Devin Johnson, one of 4 TCU football players accused of selling marijuana as a part of a 6-month drug sting, has been officially charged. A federal judge has ruled against Oklahoma State's bid to get back the $33 million it spent on premiums as part of a fundraising idea launched in 2007, with 27 boosters agreeing to have their life insurance policies taken out that would pay the school when they died. The NCAA on Friday denied Georgia Tech's appeal to have sanctions reduced, including the loss of its 2009 Atlantic Coast Conference Football Championship. The Chicago Blackhawks agreed to a 2-year contract extension with forward Daniel Carcillo, who underwent knee surgery in January, as the contract has an average salary of $825,000 per year. Dominican Republic prosecutors say Cleveland Indians pitcher Roberto Hernandez has agreed to a deal to have false identity charges against him dropped in return for completing a work program in his Caribbean homeland. The Detroit Tigers have released reliever David Pauly after the right-hander got off to a slow start in spring training. Oakland Athletics center fielder Jason Pridey has been suspended 50 games for a second violation of a drug of abuse under baseball's minor league testing program. San Antonio Spurs point guard TJ Ford abruptly retired Monday following the latest scare to his surgically repaired spine, which once sidelined him for an entire NBA season and hampered the dazzling promise that made him a college star at the University of Texas. Houston guard Kyle Lowry remains in a New York area hospital with an illness. The Houston Texans have released backup quarterback Matt Leinart, announcing the decision by the Texans via his Twitter account. The NFL has taken away $10 million of salary cap space belonging to the Dallas Cowboys and a whopping $36 million from the Washington Redskins for front-loading contracts during the uncapped 2010 season. And finally, VH1 is getting ready to chronicle another sports-related celebrity wedding, this time involving NFL wide receiver Chad Ochocinco and basketball wife star Evelyn Lozada. I wonder how that is going to play out. This sports segment was sponsored by Naturally Relax Massage, where you can relax, release, and relieve naturally in the greater Houston area. For rates and more information, please email naturallyrelax@gmail.com. To have your company sponsor a sports segment, please email me at CEEJAY, that's CEEJAY, sports@gmail.com for more information. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and YouTube at CJ Sports. Tune in next time for more updates in your next spiritual sports segment, where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and have a positive, productive, blessed day. And I leave you with Namaste, as the divine in me salutes and honors the divine in you.